Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. Today we are going to be making over my kids' bathroom. This is also used as our spare bathroom, and this Pepto-Bismol pink is just not working anymore. Our kids picked it out when they were really little and they liked it back then, but they're just growing out of it, so I want to go ahead and get everything cleaned up and go ahead and start getting this area prepped and ready for some paint. Okay, now that I got mostly everything out of the bathroom, my husband's gonna have to get that thing above the toilet. It's definitely gotta go. But now that I got everything out, I'm gonna wipe down the walls. I actually have had this mop for quite a while. The sprayer no longer works on it, so I just used a hot bucket of water and Dawn dish soap, and I'm just going to scrub the walls, get all the dust and anything that's on them off so that I can get it ready for painting. When you say what's on your mind, I can see the pain in your eyes. First I'm left, then I'm right. Don't know how to keep my calm. Baby, don't you tell your lies. Everything dies while the sun rises. Oh, you lie. Oh, you lie. You pulling me closer, but now that I got all the walls wiped down, I'm gonna go ahead and get the door and the door frame wiped down really well. I am going to be putting a coat of white on this. Right now it's currently just primer. I don't film it because it really doesn't look much different, but I like to put the semi-gloss paint on because it'll help with the mess and it'll be easier to clean up. The primer, just everything sticks to it, and this just needs a good coat of actual paint and not just primer. You guys are going to want to stick to the end of this video. This makeover turns out so great. It is not absolutely perfect. There's still a little few things that I want to tweak with it at the end, but it turns out so beautiful. Finally done with the cleaning, now time to move on to the prepping. It is really important just to take the extra time to go ahead and make sure that everything's clean. I know it seems so daunting and you just want to get to the transformation, but go ahead and take that time to get the area nice and clean and do your prep work. I'm not the best painter, so I'm going to tape off. It just makes it easier for me. I'm going to go around. You're going to see that I start at the same point every time and I film that. So So I'm starting right here, and I'm going to tape it, and then I'll continue to go on and tape the rest of the room. And then you'll see that I start right here again, and I paint the edges, and then eventually I come back and I start right at the same point and I roll. So you're not going to see me actually do the whole entire bathroom, but you get the gist of it. I purposefully like to start in the same spot so that I don't get confused on what I've done and not done, and what part has the first coat and just the second coat. It just makes it easier for me to start at one point. Here's a little cup of coconut playing with one of her favorite toys. I thought it would be really cute to make a little jar for the kids with Band-Aids and Neosporin and just stuff like that. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on it since it'll be in a kid's bathroom. So I actually cleaned out an old candle jar, and that little bead that's on the lid, I hot glued it. It's just a little glass bead from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to spray paint it black, and it turns out really cute. I actually put a little bit of rope around it. And then I go ahead and spray paint the little silver hooks. I still need to do the rod, but that is a thing that will come later. But I also am going to go ahead and get this bathroom cleaned up. So I sprayed on my first coat of spray paint. I'll go back out in a little bit and spray on a second coat. I have all these drawers cleaned out. I pulled every single thing out of them. I'm going to wipe them all down and get it all cleaned. And this was actually the whole reason why I decided to make over this bathroom. I actually want each of our kids to have their own space. So there's 4 drawers here. I will use a drawer for my daycare kids, and the 3 boys will share their own drawer, and then the other 3 drawers will be designated for each one of my kids so that they can just have their own separate stuff in their drawer for them. So when I decided to do this, you will see later on that I put up some shelves, and I had a really difficult time with those shelves. But I eventually got them all put together, and I think they turned out perfect. And the most essential part was I had to put a basket on those shelves that was big enough to fit curling irons and the blow dryer and things like that, because I no longer wanted them in these drawers. So I am not a designer by any means, but I kind of designed this space more based on the functionality and how I wanted the things to be set up, and then I kind of made my design around that. Now that I got everything cleaned and organized and set up the way that I wanted for each of the kids, my husband is creating some more storage for us by installing these open shelves. I got these brackets off of Amazon. I'll have them linked below. I actually just took 2 pieces of wood that I thought were the appropriate length, sanded them down, and stained them in a maple stain, and that is what my husband is installing right now. You can see that he actually used silver screws, and those are going to show, and he knows that that's going to drive me crazy. So in a few minutes he's about to recognize that and switch it out for the black screws. After he puts this shelf up, he puts another one up right above it.
Cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you. It's been chaos from the start. Can't believe I made it this far. Guess I needed it to see who you really are. Break of hearts, yeah. I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. Yeah, I will never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you. Expect me to when I'm over you. Can't you tell by the look on my face that I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. I will never smile for you. I will never smile for you. You made your bed, now lie in it, baby. Rest your head, let it dream about me. Cause I'm fed up with you crazy. I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. Yeah, I will never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Why do you cheer you up, but never on your good days. I wasn't worth that much. You told me I was special, but not enough to make you stay. I guess you couldn't settle with somebody like me. My self-esteem has reached a new all-time low. At least you accomplished something, yeah. Before you, I was doing good on my own. If only I just hadn't been so wrong. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. Why have I been wasting all my energy? Wish I did, but little did I know.
Now that Justin got the shelves up, he's going to go ahead and screw this piece of scrap wood that I stained. I decided that instead of putting the hooks straight into the wall, I wanted to have them on the piece of wood. I didn't record it, but we also do this for the hand towel as well, and you will see that at the end.
Can't forget goodbye. Yeah, the sound that woke me up. A text at 7:45.
I'm just going to do a quick second coat on my hooks and the glass jar. It actually takes about 3 or 4 coats to get this to the desired look that I want. But I only filmed the first 2, but you get the gist of it. Just basically continue to layer coats. I flip over the hooks until I get them fully coated with the black and it looks like a solid matte black piece.
Ups and downs, I swear it's been the best ride of my life. Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead. And it wasn't all bad, baby. Look at where we began.
Now my husband is going to work on installing the new faucet as well as the light fixture. He is just cleaning up the hard water. For some reason, we really struggle with hard water. We might have to get a water softener or something like that. But he's going to get all that cleaned up. He's going to get the water faucet installed as well as the light fixtures. If you're interested in either of these products, I ordered both of them off of Amazon, and I will leave the links in the description box.
Still attached, each other's futures and each other's past. Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead. And it wasn't all bad, baby. Look at where we began. Making out in my room, nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew, we were only 17. Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was true. To this day I still do love you like I'm 17. Oh, still love you like I'm 17. Still love you like I'm 17. Caught up in the memories of you and your blue jeans. You still make me feel like you used to back then. I'm feeling our history so close I can touch it. I just can't stop thinking about us way back when. Making out in my room, nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew, we were only 17. Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was true. To this day I still do love you like I'm 17. Oh, cheer you up, but never on your good days. I wasn't worth that much. You told me I was special, but not enough to make you stay. I guess you couldn't settle with somebody like me. My self-esteem has reached a new all-time low. At least you accomplished something, yeah. Before you, I was doing good on my own. If only I just hadn't been so wrong. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. Why have I been wasting all my energy? Wish I did, but little did I know that you were gonna chase me, get me, leave me just to.
Now I'm going to get all of these drawers cleaned out and organized. Part of my reason for wanting to do this makeover in the first place was I really wanted to give each of my kids their own drawer. Just their own space of their items that they have, and they don't have to share drawers with everyone else. So my plan is to get everything cleaned out of all of these drawers, get them all wiped out really well, and then start organizing per child.
Would laugh about it good, but it's gonna take time. I need to cry you out. Oh, yeah. My self-esteem has reached a new all-time low. At least you accomplished something, yeah. Before you, I was doing good on my own. If only I just hadn't been so wrong. No, 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 no. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. Why have I been wasting all my energy? Wish I did, but little did I know that you were gonna chase me, get me, leave me just to move on. That I was gonna like you, love you, need you just to end up alone. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know.
I'm going to give my shelves a quick wipe down with the Method Wood Cleaner. It smells so great, and I love using this cleaner anytime I can. I actually, if you follow me on Instagram, I struggled with these shelves for a while. I wasn't quite sure exactly how I wanted to put the decor on it, but I knew I needed a large basket to fit like the straighteners and curling irons and things like that. My older daughter uses those. My younger two don't really need to get to them. So I went ahead and put that on the top shelf, but you will see me move this stuff around quite a bit until I just get it to a position where I like it. Look at the final product. I do think it looks really elegant without being over the top girly. Our girls just are not very girly girls. So I think that this just turned out absolutely perfect. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you like my content, please subscribe.